everyone, welcome back. It is Friday Favorites and Flops. Hopefully you all had a wonderful week. So I have a few favorites to share with you this week, and some are some newer products that I got like towards the end of the week, but I can already tell you I know the formula, so it's going to be a favorite for real, for real. And it's one of those limited edition products that I want you to be able to get your hands on, so if I'm really loving it, I wanted to say something. So I'm going to start with that one, and it is MAC's. This is from the Nutcracker Sweet collection. That's their holiday collection that MAC just released right now. You can get this in store and online, and this is the Sweet Peach Face Compact. Now this has two products in it, a highlight and a blush, and they're both in the Extra Dimension finish. This one that I have on my cheeks today and for highlight and everything, there's another one, but that one has MAC's Whisper of Guilt and Extra Dimension highlighter. Now you guys know that was if you don't, that was like a crazy limited edition, amazing, like have to get your hands on product that MAC made that everyone like went crazy over. It's like that highlight that everyone tries to dupe. So you can get it in a compact. I think it's already sold out online, but you can get it in stores, so definitely check that out. I have that highlighter in a full pan, and it's like one of my favorites. I use it so sparingly. But this highlighter that comes in this one, that is the shade Tutu, is a really beautiful, like light peachy pink highlight. It's just a gorgeous champagne-y peach highlight. And then the blush that comes in it is like this light baby pink. Now I already have the At Dusk blush in a regular pan, but I thought that this was such a great compact, and I really wanted the highlight, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna go with it. But the blush and highlight are gorgeous. So these, like I said, are limited edition. You definitely wanna get your hands on them. Let me just show you a swatch of this highlight. It is so beautiful. I believe these are $35 each, which is pretty reasonable. You're getting a blush and a highlight. This highlight is incredible. It's like that foil finish, super, super beautiful. You know what I'm talking about, that in Extra Dimension finish. If you haven't tried anything, I'm trying to think of some other products that are very similar to it. I know Estee Lauder came out with a, what was it called? Heat. I can't even think of it. Something highlight. Why am I drawing such a blank? But anyways, they came out with a product that was very similar. It's that like creamy powder formula. Not a cream, but it's like, it's just different. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know the formula. The same with the blush. It's that same formula in Extra Dimension. So the blush is like this light baby pink color. I love it. They call this a Sweet Peach palette, but it's more like a pink to me. Just a really beautiful combo. The blush, it looks like it's going to be sheer, but it's a very buildable formula of a blush. It's nice because you can dip your brush in. A lot of product does come up on the bristles. I like to use a natural fiber brush, not a synthetic brush, because I just find that the natural fiber brushes, they pick up the product on these Extra Dimension products a whole lot more than synthetic hairs do on a brush. So that's just a tip when you're using an Extra Dimension formula products. But the blush is extremely buildable. I always have a problem applying too much blush, as we've seen in some recent videos where I was like, I don't even know like what my problem is. But definitely this is a product to get your hands on if you can, because such a beautiful blush and highlight, and I just think it's a really great combination, and they're great individual products on their own as well. Another thing from MAC that I recently received and I wore this week, and I was like, I just love this combo. It's not necessarily these particular eyeshadows, although this is a great quad. This is the Helmut Newman collection from MAC, and this is the quad in Point and Shoot. Let me just show you. It's just these four very, very basic colors. You have like a brown shade, but almost like a gray brown shade, a darker, deep, deep gray charcoal blackish color, and then a cream matte shade, and then an even more sort of like gray matte shade. These are all matte. Now I did a look earlier this week just wearing these. I didn't film the look or anything. And I didn't think I was going to like it because I was like, this is so basic. Like, but sometimes the most basic shades make the best eye look. So just some matte shades in these like gray cool tones. I hadn't done a cool tone matte eye look in a really long time. So I really love this palette. I liked the way all of the shades blended out. I thought it was really great quality within the palette. The shades blended really well on my eyes. And I just liked the tone of them. Now, if you probably can find similar tone eyeshadows in your collection, but if you are looking for a quad that is all matte and has more of those like gray cool tones, I do recommend this. It was a great palette this week. I really did enjoy wearing that. Along with eyeshadow palettes, I've been loving the Master Palette by Mario. This is Anastasia's new palette in collaboration with Mario, who is Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. So I've been loving this. I did film a look on it already where I kind of used the greenish shade in here and then some of the mattes. What I will say is, on first glance, this palette looks like it's nothing special, but when you go in and apply the shades on your eyes, it's way more special than you would think. Today I am only wearing 2 shades on my eyes. That's all I have, and I'm just wearing the Isabel shade, which is a really beautiful matte orangey shade right here. I'm wearing this Violetta shade, which is a deep matte brown. It turns almost like a cool tone on your eye, but it's definitely a warm tone in the pan. So I'm wearing those 2 on my eyes today. Let me just swatch them on my hand so that you can see how extremely pigmented they are. They blend out like an absolute dream. I can't even tell you. They're so nice and pigmented. This shade right here, Paris, is another one that I've really been liking. It has a really great sheen to it. I'm going to swatch that one over here. All of these, it's right here. All of these shades just blend so incredibly well, and like I said, you don't think that they're going to be anything special, and then they end up being very special on the eyes. The shade Marina right here is a beautiful like rose gold shade. I mean, like I said, when I looked at this palette, when I first got it, I was like, okay, I can work with this. But I heard that the makeup artist Mario, he just wanted a basic palette, all colors that would play nicely together, that would blend really well. Anastasia eyeshadows always blend super well. Let me go in with this color Kim, which is inspired by Kim Kardashian. It doesn't look like it's special, but then you apply it and it's like a bronzy, beautiful shade. So this palette really did surprise me because although I love the quality, I've never been disappointed in an Anastasia eyeshadow palette that I've purchased. When I did receive it and like really took time to look at it, I was like, these are all super duper basic shades, but they all are more than they seem in the pan, which is always a good thing, you know. So still on the topic of eyes, I have been using this Nars Larger Than Life liner forever. I've repurchased it multiple times. I just have to say I've used it a ton this week because I tried to use like a colored eyeliner recently, and after wearing like this nude shade in the waterline and then switching back to wearing a darker shade in the waterline, I was really surprised at how much I preferred the nude shade in my waterline. So I'm going to just say this since some of you might be at different levels watching my YouTube channel, because I know that I was just talking to a friend recently and I told her about this and she was like, oh, I didn't know that. So since I can't assume that everyone who's tuning into my channel already knows this, nude really makes your eyes in the waterline appear brighter, appear larger. If you have tighter eyes or smaller eyes, try wearing a nude in the waterline. It really does brighten your eyes. I think it makes me appear more youthful. I always feel like I look more awake and just brighter when I'm wearing a nude in my waterline versus wearing a darker or brown. Now I have on the smaller side eyes, and so it always does help my eyes appear more open, awake, and bigger if I do have the nude. My favorite, now I've tried a ton, and I have to tell you that this is my absolute favorite, and I think that if you are going to purchase a nude in your waterline, You could try a drugstore just to see if you like it first, which in that aspect I would recommend Rimmel has a great one, Scandal Eyes. But if you're someone who knows you like a nude in your waterline and you want one that's going to be worth the money, that's going to stay in your waterline all day, you need to try the Nars Larger Than Life eyeliners. This is in the shade Rouge Bonaparte. This is like my ride or die, basically. I can't be without this because it's the perfect nude shade. It's like, it gets all gunky towards the cap, so don't think I'm a dirty Gertie, but it's just, I don't know why I swatched it. But whatever. It's a nude shade, but let me just tell you, you put this in your waterline, it comes off on the pencil. It's creamy. It comes off on your eyes, like you don't have to drag or tug at all. And it literally will stay in my waterline all day long. And I have watery eyes. I have a very tricky waterline. I get like gunk in the inner corners if I'm wearing a black or stuff crowds up. The black for this is still great. It doesn't budge on my waterline. This does not budge. So definitely pick that up. So moving along, another favorite, this is something I pulled out, the Anastasia contour kit. This is the original contour kit, and I've been using this to contour all week, and then also using this banana shade in the middle to kind of clean up the underside of my contour because I get messy, and this side always looks like, this under part always looks so much better if I just clean it up with a little powder. So I've been using the banana in the middle, but my two contour shades I use are these two right here. They're cooler, and this one's a little bit more warm, so if I do want to go in and bronze my face, I can use this. But as for contour, I've been using a mix of these two shades. They're just a really nice contour. They don't look muddy on my face, and they just give, they're nice, and it's buildable. They are pigmented, but I would say you can build it up. Okay, sorry, I got a phone call. I don't even know what I was talking about. I think I was just saying that I just really like this to contour, and the shades just are really, really nice because they don't look muddy, but they have that almost like cool toneness to really bring like a hollow to the face. And I find that it's buildable even though the shades are very pigmented. It just builds nicely on itself where you don't use too much product. And you know, it's not so sheer that you can't even see it. So really, really like this. I go back and forth with it, with using it and not using it. But another thing I really do like it for is I like all of these shades honestly in the crease. Like when I'm doing like an everyday look, sometimes I will pull this out. I use MAC's Give Me Sun as well, and I put all of these shades and Give Me Sun in my crease. And sometimes when I really like that monochromatic look with just mascara, I will pull this out. So really do love this kit. If you guys have it, the original is my favorite. This is in, I think, light. It was the very first one they ever came out with. Okay, and the last product up is something that I have repurchased, and I didn't think I was going to use it as much as I ended up using it, but it is the YSL lipstick. This is the Rouge Volupte lipstick in #1. It's what I'm wearing right now. It's like the perfect pink nude shade color for me. I really like it because it's that like baby pink, but it's not too light baby pink that I think it looks ridiculous. It's that like perfect baby pink, like I said, in my opinion. And I've had this for, well, I had it for 2 years, and then I used that one up, and then the end of it I like smashed and it broke. I like dropped it on concrete and the whole thing just got messed up, so I purchased another one. But this was the first lipstick I purchased when I turned 30. Like the first high-end expensive thing. I was like, I'm gonna buy myself a YSL lipstick to like commemorate being 30, and this was it. So this is the color, and I just recently have pulled it back out again, and I love it. I love the smell of these lipsticks. It is a very soft product, and it's not necessarily the most long wearing lipstick at all by any means. It's something that you would have to reapply. It's just a very beautiful one, and I just, like I said, love this nudie pink shade. It's super creamy, and I love the opacity of it, and then the shine that it gives off, but not too much shine. So you can top it with a lip gloss, but I never do because it just is like that perfect color for me. So the YSL Rouge Volupte #1 is, and I mean, I have used so much of this one, it's like already down so far, but it's just that like very nice go-to nude pink shade for me. And I've been using it a ton. Especially I love pairing this particular type of lip color with the cool tone eyes that I was wearing with the MAC palette. I wore it the other day, I'm wearing it today, and I wore it on Monday as well, just because it's like that perfect shade, I think, to complement, because it's just a touch a little bit cool, but it still plays well with warm shades. Like, I am wearing warm shades on my eyes and I'm still wearing it. So it's just that all around very nice neutral shade. So if you have a little bit of extra cash, you want to treat yourself, I do really like that particular color, and it's definitely, I know it's very expensive for a lipstick, but actually, like, come to think of it now, I feel like it's not that bad, is it? Am I just saying that? I think it's like $32, which is a lot for a lipstick, but I know other brands right now have $32 lipsticks too, but anyways, it's a good one. And the packaging is just like so beautiful, like a little gold tube. So, okay, I get a lot of questions every time I wear a necklace very similar to this one. I have one from Miranda Fry that's like one of my absolute favorites. This one right here is from Target, and it was 15 bucks. So this is from Target. My shirt is from American Eagle. It's just like an off-the-shoulder shirt from American Eagle. These earrings are from Twisted Silver. I always get so many questions on it, so hopefully those of you who hung on till the end, you can see what I'm wearing, because I get asked. But I always try and leave it in the description box, but sometimes I forget to put my jewelry and my clothing in the description box. But I'm going to try and be better about that, because I do always get asked like what shirt I'm wearing. Anyway, okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful week. Leave some of your favorites down below, because you know I love to hear them. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you all in the next video. Mwah.